All right, buckle up because today we're diving into the wild world of tech support.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about those unbelievable behind-the-counter stories that make you laugh and cringe at the same time.
We've got a treasure trove of tales from Chris Hale, a former tech starer for a big box retailer.
And let me tell you, this guy's seen it all, from ridiculous customer requests to downright bizarre explanations for broken devices.
So we're going to unpack some of Chris's craziest experiences and really dissect what went down, how the customers behaved, and how the techs reacted.
Get ready for some serious tech support shenanigans.
Our first story takes us back to the days of Windows Vista and the iconic game Diablo 2.
Ah, Vista. Now, that's a blast from the past. Known for its quirks, shall we say.
Oh, yeah. It had its issues. One of those issues was a major compatibility problem with Diablo 2.
So imagine you're a customer. You just bought a brand new PC and a copy of Diablo 2.
You're all set to slay some demons, but the game is practically unplayable thanks to Vista.
Talk about a buzzkill.
Well, this is exactly what happened to one unfortunate customer,
Yeah.
and you can bet they were not happy.
I can imagine they marched right back to the store demanding a refund.
Oh, you better believe it. They wanted their money back for both the PC and the game.
The PC I get, but the game. Did they not know about the Vista compatibility issue before buying it?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. The store had a strict no-return policy on open software.
Ah, that makes sense. If they let everyone return open software, it would be chaos.
Exactly. So Chris, our tech support hero, has to deliver the bad news that, no, the game can't be returned.
Oh, I have a feeling this isn't going to end well.
You think? This customer completely loses it, starts screaming at Chris, berating him, making a scene.
Wow, some people just can't handle a little inconvenience.
But wait, it gets worse. This isn't just your average angry customer rant.
Oh no, don't tell me they threatened to write a bad review online.
This goes way beyond a bad review. This customer actually tells Chris, you'd better watch your back when you walk to your car tonight. I'm going to kill you.
A death threat? Are you serious? Over a video game return?
I kid you not. This is what Chris had to deal with. And as you can imagine, he was terrified.
I wouldn't blame him. That's a completely insane reaction.
So Chris does the right thing. He immediately reports the threat to his manager, asks for someone to escort him to his car after his shift.
Good thinking. You never know how seriously to take those kinds of threats.
You think the manager would take this seriously?
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about a potential safety issue here.
Absolutely. What did the manager do?
You are not going to believe this. The manager basically shrugs it off, tells Chris not to worry about it, and sends him on his way alone after his shift.
No way. They just dismissed a death threat.
Yep. Just like that, Chris was left to fend for himself.
That's unbelievable. What kind of manager doesn't take their employees' safety seriously?
It's mind-boggling, right? Thankfully, nothing happened to Chris, but the manager's response is still just shocking.
Talk about irresponsible. So much for a safe work environment.
Well, let's move on to a story that's a little less intense, but just as strange.
All right, I'm ready for a lighter tale.
Okay, picture this. A man brings his virus-ridden laptop to the tech bench and loudly announces, "My damn nephew has been on this thing looking at videos of women with horses."
Wait, what? Videos of women with horses? That's specific.
And to make matters even weirder, he uses this awkward hand gesture like he's holding something substantial.
Yeah.
You can imagine the looks on the tech's faces.
Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. That is not your typical tech support problem.
The entire tech bench just erupts in laughter. Chris said he was struggling to keep a straight face.
I bet they never looked at horses the same way again.
This became a legendary story among the techs, a testament to the weird and wonderful world of tech support.
It just proves that in this line of work, you never know what kind of explanation you're going to get for a computer problem.
Sometimes those explanations are just plain ridiculous.
All right, you ready for another one? This
Thanks.
next one is a bit more on the awkward side.
Oh boy, this one's a classic. Let's just say it involves a young woman, her laptop, and a moment of very public accidental exposure.
Oh no, this sounds juicy. Tell me more.
So this woman brings her laptop in for repairs.
Hmm.
It's pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah, what's the catch?
Well, after she leaves, the laptop is sitting on the tech bench, right in front of the customer service line.
Yeah.
Everything's normal until the screensaver kicks in.
Uh-oh, this is where it's interesting. What was the screensaver?
Her screensaver was set to her pictures folder. And let's just say those pictures were not exactly family-friendly.
You mean?
Yep. Suddenly, the sounds of a very personal homemade adult video start blasting out from the laptop for everyone in line to hear.
Oh my god, no way. That is so embarrassing.
The whole store is subjected to moans, suggestive sounds, the works. It was like something out of a bad sitcom.
I can't even imagine. The poor techs. What did they do?
They were scrambling, trying to shut down the laptop as quickly as possible, with everyone staring in disbelief.
Talk about a tech support nightmare.
Finally, they managed to force shut down the laptop, and then silence. This awkward, deafening silence.
The air must have been thick with secondhand embarrassment.
You can bet it was. And it makes you wonder if the woman ever came back for her laptop.
And if she did she even know what happened?
Some mysteries are better left unsolved.
Agreed. All right, I need a moment to recover from that story. That was wild.
Yeah, that one's definitely up there in the Tech Support Hall of Fame.
It just goes to show you never know what's going to happen in this line of work.
You're constantly on the edge of your seat, waiting for the next unpredictable event to unfold.
And sometimes those events are more awkward and hilarious than you could ever imagine. Okay, so brace yourselves, because the next story takes a bit of a darker turn, but it's still got that you can't make this stuff up vibe.
Oh yeah, this one's a wild ride. It involves a heartbroken fan, a heavy metal legend, and a tech support call that went way beyond the realm of troubleshooting.
Okay, color me intrigued. Let's hear it.
So picture this. The heavy metal icon Ronnie James Dio was in the hospital seriously ill, and this fan, clearly devastated, calls the electronics store convinced that they have a direct line to Dio's hospital room.
Wait, hold on. They thought an electronics store had a hotline to a rock star's hospital room.
I know, right? It's like their grief completely short-circuited any sense of logic, but you can kind of understand the desperation wanting to feel connected to their idol in such a dire situation.
Yeah, I get that. But still calling an electronics store, that's a new level of fandom.
So on the other end of the line, you've got this tech probably thinking, what in the world is going on? But instead of hanging up or telling the caller they've got the wrong number, they decide to play along.
No way. They actually entertained this.
Oh, they did. They went all in. The tech actually assures the fan that Dio's doing better. He's going to pull through.
Whoa, hold up. That's a risky move. Giving someone false hope, especially in a situation like that.
Right. It's a weird mix of compassion and, well, maybe a little bit of morbid amusement. And as we know, Dio sadly passed away later that evening.
Oh, man. That's heavy. So this poor fan got their hopes up only to have them dashed by reality.
It's a bizarre situation. A tech giving false hope to a grieving fan, and then the truth hits hard with the news of Dio's passing.
It makes you think about the boundaries of customer service and how far is too far when it comes to humoring a caller's delusions.
Absolutely. Okay, let's shift gears to a lighter story. This one involves a broken laptop, a missing warranty, and a family meltdown of epic proportions.
All right, bring on the laughs I needed after that last story.
Okay, picture this. A family comes storming into the store with a laptop that has a cracked screen, hoping for a miracle repair.
Cracked screens, a classic tech support dilemma. Did they have the accidental damage warranty?
Nope. They never bothered to get it. You know, the one that covers those oops moments?
Ah, that's a rookie mistake. Everyone thinks they're invincible until they drop their precious device.
Exactly. So Chris has to break the bad news to them. The manufacturer's warranty doesn't cover a cracked screen, and fixing it would cost more than just buying a new laptop.
Oof, that's got a sting. So how did they react?
Get this. They form a huddle right there in front of the counter, arms linked, and proceed to cry loudly. All 5 or 6 of them.
No way. A full-blown family meltdown over a cracked laptop screen.
Oh, it was a sight to behold. Chris said he was watching this unfold with a mixture of amazement and amusement. It was like they were mourning a lost family member, not a broken piece of technology.
I guess some people just get really attached to their devices. But a public crying session? That's next level.
It makes you wonder what was going through their minds. Did they think their tears would magically fix the screen?
Maybe they thought a dramatic display of despair would guilt the techs into giving them a free repair.
Who knows? But one thing's for sure, it's a tech support story that Chris will never forget.
I bet that's one for the books. Okay, I'm ready for the grand finale. What's the last story Chris has for us?
All right, this one's got a twist that'll leave you speechless. It involves a hard drive, a simple data backup request, and a wife's reaction that's both chilling and kind of darkly funny.
Okay, I'm all ears. Hit me with it.
So this guy comes in, wants everything on his laptop's hard drive backed up to an external drive. Seems like a routine request, right?
Yeah, pretty standard stuff. So what's the catch?
Well, during the transfer, one of the techs notices some very suspicious file names, hinting at something far more sinister than family photos or work documents.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. What kind of file names are we talking about?
Let's just say they strongly suggest the presence of child pornography.
Yeah.
So the techs do what they have to do. They call the police, and the hard drive is confiscated.
Wow, that escalated quickly. So that's the end of the story, right? Case closed.
Not quite.
Ugh.
A day later, the man's wife calls the store casually asking about the status of the data backup. And when she's informed that the police have her husband's hard drive, her response is just, "Oh no, not again."
Not again. Wait a minute, that implies this isn't the first time something like this has happened.
Exactly. It sends shivers down your spine, doesn't it? You're left wondering what this guy's done in the past and how his wife seems so utterly unfazed by it all.
It's like it's just another Tuesday for them. It's mind-blowing.
It's a chilling reminder that you never truly know what's lurking behind someone's computer screen. And sometimes the most ordinary tech support requests can uncover the darkest secrets. So we've journeyed through the trenches of tech support, and I gotta say, it's been a wild ride.
It really highlights the unpredictable nature of working with the public, especially when it comes to technology.
We had a death threat over a video game, a guy blaming his tech troubles on women with horses, and a family meltdown that would rival a Shakespearean tragedy.
And who could forget the accidental adult film premiere right there in the middle of the store?
It's safe to say that working in tech support requires a unique blend of skills, patience, a sense of humor, and nerves of steel.
You've got to be prepared for anything, because the next customer could walk in with a forgotten password or a hard drive full of illegal content.
It's a constant balancing act between providing top-notch customer service and protecting yourself from the potential chaos that comes with dealing with the unexpected.
And sometimes that chaos is more hilarious than harmful, like the family who cried over a cracked screen.
Oh yeah, that was a classic. But it does make you wonder about the emotional attachment people have to their devices.
It's like they become extensions of themselves, so when they break, it's like a personal tragedy.
Well, dear listeners, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the wacky world of tech support.
We've explored the bizarre, the outrageous, and the downright unbelievable stories from the front lines of technology.
We hope you've enjoyed this glimpse behind the curtain and maybe even gained a newfound appreciation for the folks who keep our digital lives running smoothly.
And next time you have a tech issue, maybe you'll approach it with a little more patience and a lot more humor.
Until next time, stay curious, stay connected, and remember, in the world of tech support, you never know what's coming next.